Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. So in today's video, I do want to talk about the match between Spain and France, a final that was just played a couple of hours ago. It was a game where it was a very toe-to-toe type of game. We did not know whether Spain or France was going to win within this match, who was going to be taking that trophy home by the end of these 90 minutes. And then later in the video, we're also going to be talking about Denis Zakaria, who is one of the players for Borussia Mönchengladbach. And then lastly, we are going to be talking about the latest on Pedri's contract renewal with FC Barcelona. All of this is going to be discussed within today's video. So let's first talk about the match between Spain and France. Now first, I do want to give my congratulations towards France for beating Spain in the final, which did end 2-1. And this was a game where in the first half, both covered spaces very well. France did not allow not an inch of space for the Spanish national team, and Spain also did not allow not a single amount of space for the French national team. Both were very toe-to-toe, both defended very well. It was 0-0 in the first half, and we were going into the second half thinking who was going to win in this game, because France was showing great power in the first half. Spain was showing great control within the first half. And I remember by the end of that first half and we were in that break, I was really thinking, and many of us were thinking, that this is going to come down to the individual brilliance of one of these players, whether it's Mbappe scoring a great goal, whether it's Benzema scoring a great goal, whether it's Ferran Torres scoring a great goal. It was going to come down to one of those goals, right? It was going to be one of those games. Now in the second half, it was quite clear that Spain was dominating in this game. They have dominated the majority of the game in the first half. They have dominated the majority of the game in the second half, and many of us were saying, okay, now looking at how Spain has been playing, seeing how Spain is nowhere near close to the talent and skills of what France does have, the fact that Spain is playing as a team and they're going up against a very tough French squad, Spain do deserve to win in this game because of how they have been playing, because of how they have been performing as a collective. Now on the 64th minute, Spain scored the first goal, and we're like, okay, great, Spain finally scored the first goal, let's try and keep it in this way. But only to find out about 10 to 15 minutes later that that goal only woke up France, right? Really pay attention to what I'm saying here. It did wake up France. France were like, there is no way Spain is going to be winning in this game. We're going to have to use our individual players to come out with some sort of goal, and we have to wake up, because what we have been doing in the past 65 minutes, it has not been the best. And that is exactly how it went down. France scored 2 goals immediately right after Spain scored their first goal, with 1 goal coming from Benzema, which was a golazo. It was a stunner. Everyone was saying, wow, what a goal coming from Benzema. And then we also saw a goal coming from Kylian Mbappe. Of course, he is going to be scoring no matter what. Every time he does touch the ball inside the box, it is going to end up being a goal, because we know what type of player Mbappe is. Now, there is some controversy surrounding this player and this goal, because the goal that he actually made, it actually did seem like when he received the ball, he was offside. And many of us were saying this is offside, because if we were to look at the picture here, we can see that, yes, Kylian Mbappe was actually way more offside than what we expected, but only to find out in the end that the ref decided that this was not a offside goal. This is a onside goal, and Mbappe has scored the second goal for France. Now, I'm not going to go into deeper detail regarding this goal here before I get very heated, and then this video is going to end up being about 15 to 25 minutes. I don't want to do that, but look, in the end, it has been very unfortunate, right? To see Spain lose in this way because of a offside goal. To see that Spain played as a team only for them to lose in the end, it is so unfortunate to see. And I think that what really did harm Spain in this game was their lack of a offensive threat, because France right now, France have all the threat in the world. They have Kylian Mbappe, they have Benzema, they have Antoine Griezmann, who have all been playing together over the past 3 to 4 years, and they are all doing very well for their clubs. They are all world-class attacking threats. Spain, on the other hand, they do not have nowhere near the attacking quality that France does have, and I think that that is what gave France the upper edge by a millimeter. But that is it, right? Again, I do want to congratulate France for winning this tournament. I also want to congratulate Busquets for doing so well for the Spanish national team. He controlled the midfield. He actually gave an assist for Spain's first goal. As for Eric Garcia was very good on the ball. He was very quick. He covered the spaces that he needed to cover. Yes, is there going to be people in the comment sections down below saying that Eric Garcia had a horrible game, because of him Spain have lost? Yes, of course, because people love to have an agenda. But Eric Garcia did have a great tournament overall. As for Gavi went toe-to-toe with Pogba. Pogba had a really tough time actually trying to get away from Gavi, which was very funny because Gavi is like about 3 feet shorter than Pogba. But Gavi is just such a warrior. He is such a class player, a player that's only 17 years old, and the fact that he has shown this much maturity, this much responsibility under Luis Enrique, the fact that Luis Enrique even has confidence in Gavi at the age of 17 years old and has placed him in this match in a final against France, that should tell you so much on what Gavi could be in a couple of years. The confidence coming from Gavi just comes out so naturally, and I love that coming from this player. So congratulations again towards Busquets, Eric Garcia, and Gavi for having one hell of a tournament. Now I do want to quickly move on towards Denis Zakaria. Now, Denis Zakaria has has been a player that has been linked with FC Barcelona, he is a 24-year-old player. He is from Switzerland. He does play as a central defensive midfielder, and there has been clubs eyeing Denis Zakaria like Roma, Arsenal, Manchester United. His contract does end in the summer of 2022. Now, many are going to be asking, why should we care? Why is Barcelona even caring about a player like Zakaria? Now, here's the thing. When it comes to this player here, positionally, he is very smart. He dispossesses the ball a lot on the field. When it comes to him being a central defensive midfielder, what really does help him on defending is his speed. His speed really does help. When it comes to tracking back, that is exactly what Barcelona do need at some point throughout the game. Is he similar to Busquets? No, he is nowhere near similar to Busquets. Denis Zakaria is a player that can progress the ball forward. He's very good at carries and taking it all the way to the final third area. He is much more riskier than Busquets, I would say, because he always feels like he can step away from his position, from his area, only to contribute into the attack when he does have the ball. Now, is his passing game as good as Busquets? No, I would not say that, because Busquets right now, he is one of the top elite passers in world football today. Denis Zakaria does not touch Busquets, but the fact that Denis Zakaria has shown that he has speed, the fact that he can defend very well, his physicality is there, the fact that he's showing all of these qualities, this would be a player where we can say that Barcelona would have a plan B if Busquets were to get injured, or maybe if Busquets had to get out in the 65 minutes for whatever reason. Denis Zakaria would be that player immediately to replace Busquets. It's all going to come down to what that game does need. Like, for example, if Barcelona face a City or Bayern Munich, knowing how well they counterattack in the open spaces, Zakaria will be there to actually cover those spaces, because he is one hell of a monster. And the fact that Barcelona can actually grab Zakaria for free, right? For free, that will be a steal. Now look, in the end, I do not see this player actually starting for FC Barcelona. I do not see him being over Nico Gonzalez. Denis Zakaria will come to Barcelona being an impact sub, which is what I believe the Barcelona club do want to do with this player. So we will go into a deeper dive on this player as this story continues to evolve. If we continue to hear more reports about Denis Zakaria and how he does want to go to FC Barcelona, for example, or maybe that he does want to move away from his former club, then we will continue to talk about this player in this YouTube channel. Now, lastly, I do want to talk about Pedri. I do want to talk about the updates. Now, many of you guys do know what will happen in the near future. We know exactly that one day that this moment will be announced. Now, the only reason why I am so excited about this moment is because Barcelona really do need to lock down their youth players. We are in that phase where Joan Laporta, Mateo Lemán, and Yuste are all improving the contracts of many of these youth players like Ansu, Pedri, Araujo, Gavi, and so many other great young players. And as for Pedri, right, it does say here that Barcelona are getting closer to renewing Pedri. There's already an agreement on the economic side, but the duration of the contract still remains to be seen. They do aim to close it in the coming weeks. Barcelona wants to give Pedri a long contract, but the agent of Pedri does want to give him a shorter one in order for him to renew later down the line. Both parties are making it easy, and an agreement is expected to be reached, and the idea is to keep Pedri and his transfer value at 400 million euros. Barcelona do want to lock down this player on a 5-year deal, and again, the agent actually wants to make it shorter by giving Pedri a brand new deal of 3 years plus 2 years that are going to be optional. So that is going to be the formula that Barcelona and the agent of Pedri are going to have to figure out what they want to do, but the intent is there. The contract renewal foundation, it is already there between Pedri and FC Barcelona, and that, my friends, is very exciting. So that is going to be the latest for the Barcelona daily news. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.